Hello and welcome to my channel. I am so glad you could join me. I always look forward to your visit. My name is Floss and this is the Grape Jelly Library. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that I can bring you all the bookish fun. So you guys don't know this. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, but quite often I can be found holding this apophyllite. Did I say that right? Apophyllite. It was given to me by a friend who thought I could use this in my life. She was super excited to present this to me, and therefore I was super excited to receive it from her. So I'm told that it brings clairvoyance and it's angelic, and it has psychic characteristics about it, but quite often when I'm filming, I am holding this in my hand, and I don't really know why, but it's here hanging out on my ottoman, and so I just grab it and I take it for the ride with me. And also, I'm starting to get into stones as of late. I would say this year I was out and about in Jim Thorpe, and I brought home this beauty, which I love, 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 love. I love that color and the dimensions in that. And also a family member gave me pink quartz and told me to put that under my pillow. And it was said that when a child gives you a rock, you take that rock. And that is definitely my belief. So anybody want to give me a stone or a rock? I'm grabbing that. I'm taking it. I'm feeling your vibe. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, so there is a gentleman by the name of, he goes by the book channel CriminOlly. His name is Olly. He has a booktube channel, CriminOlly, and he created an original tag. So that's what I am going to do. Now, dig this. I love when one avenue leads to another avenue. That's awesome. It's a beautiful thing. So Olly tagged another one of my very favorite booktube channels, Shannon from Shannon's Bookish Musings. And she did this tag, and then she tagged me. So I am going to comply, and I'm going to do this tag true to my style, true to my form, and we're just going to wing it. And then I will, at the end of this video, tag 3 more fellow booktubers. It's a fun little game, and it's a great way to get other people to go onto other channels and check out their content. Subscribe, do them a solid, help them boost their ratings, their numbers. They're working really hard for us, guys, and we love to see it. All right, so this tag is called the Generally Speaking tag, and it consists of 7 questions. I took the liberty of writing the 7 questions down, but I have no answer. So the most that I know is the most thought that was put into this is, as I was writing, whatever would come to mind. And it was done pretty quickly. Some answers I might already know off the fly, and some I might have to think about. So just hang loose with me, guys. All right, question number 1. What is a horrifying book that isn't horror? Well, that off the top of my head, I'm going to say A Child Called It. Horrifying. Ugh. I believe the gentleman who wrote it, his name is Dave, but I don't recall his last name because it has been a while, probably about 8 or so years. Dave. I'm going to look up his last name so I don't misrepresent the book. So hang on, guys. Boop, 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 boop. Pelzer. Dave Pelzer. He was the child in this story, and ooh, all my love and my heart goes out to him for having to endure what he had to at the hands of his mother. Horrible. 2, a book with a terrible crime that isn't a crime. All right, off the top of my head, I'm going to say it would be a teeter-totter with A Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood and 1984 George Orwell. Neither one have really committed a crime, but in my mind, it is a crime that a government or a human being would think they possess enough power to try and control and manipulate individuals or societies or groups of people into submissiveness, doing what they're told to do. That is criminal in my mind, that a person would think they have that much power over another, but it's not a crime. Number 3, a book about love that isn't a romance. Off the top, we're going to go with The Choice. Eva Eger. I just read that not too long ago. I think this September will make it a year. Yeah, I'm going to go with her. It's about a young child who was sent away to a concentration camp with her family, and this little girl found a flower in the mud every single time. Every time there was a negative put forth to her, her mind just conjured up a positive every single time, no matter how low, and those lows were pretty low, as you can imagine, but she always found something positive, and to me that says there's love in the heart. If you have love in your heart, then you're always looking for the better, the positive and the good. So I'm going to say The Choice. All right. A book with a puzzle that isn't a mystery. The Da Vinci Code. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I read that. Maybe a decade and a half ago. Yeah, maybe. Maybe almost 2 decades. So just going off of memory, I'm going to say that one. It could be wrong, but I'm going to go with that one. The Da Vinci Code. All right. 5, a book with magic that isn't fantasy. Ooh, we got this one. Houdini. I just read this one last summer, 2021, July, end of July, I think August, early August. Yeah, tons and tons and tons of magic, and I don't know, he's certainly a personality that fascinates me, and I wanted to learn about. I love when someone comes from nothing and they make something of themselves. Love that. Yeah, tell me about Houdini. Yeah, that book is jam-packed with magic. All right, A book that thrilled you that isn't a thriller. Ooh. Well, there's so many of them. So many. Oi. I'm going to try to, no, I'm not searching. I'm not supposed to be searching, guys. I'm supposed to be winging this off the top of my head. A book that thrilled me that isn't a thriller, yeah, I'm going to say The Big Fella. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, The Big Fella by Jane Levy. That book thrilled me. That book kept me coming back for more. But there are so many of them that did. Yeah. A book about science that isn't science fiction. Mama's Last Hug by Franz de Waal. Yes, okay, I'm going to go with that one. I got in trouble over this one. So we were at book club, and it was the very first meeting of the year, and, well, actually, of the group reassembling. And the method was write down a book that you recommend and stick it into this jar, and then the jar is going to get passed around to two people, and no, the jar is going to get passed around to somebody, and they will pull out the winner. Well, I had Mama's Last Hug next on my TBR, and I thought, let's take an opportunity here. So I'll write that down since I want to read it next anyways. And second of all, let's just do what I know. I was once told that if you want to have better odds at having your name pulled out of a container, jug, hat, what have you, keep your paper full. Keep your paper, do not fold it, do not crumble it, just keep it whole and stick it in because it's a bigger target. So that's what I did. I wrote it down on a paper. I kept it the original size, and I dropped it into the jar. And the jar was handed over to somebody. They picked out the winner, and lo and behold, it was Mama's Last Hug. Well, everybody was on board with it until they had to read it. Some people abandoned ship, and some people, very few people, completed it, and no one expressed a liking for it. However, I loved it. I loved it because I am an animal lover, and I love that our minds can communicate with a non-verbal species and know what the message that we're trying to relate to one another. And so this was a story about a dying chimpanzee who was raised by Hoof was the guy's last name, I believe. I'm sorry, I don't recall his first name, but anyways, I think it's Hooff is his last name. All right. But anyways, he kind of raised this chimpanzee and then went away, and then Mama got up there in age, and so he re-entered her life, curious to see would she know who I was, and sure enough, she did. And with all the strength she could muster, she reached out to hug him, pat him on the back of the neck, kiss him. She knew who he was, and that to me speaks volumes to my heart. That is the love that I have for animals, and the love that animals have for us. So yeah, that book is science-y, but not science fiction. All right, let's see. Oh, that's it. That is all of the questions. That went fast. That was number 7. So let me see who I want to tag here. I'm going to tag the BookTube channel, the Bookish Gnome. I love his channel. He has his act together for sure, for sure. His thumbnails are the bomb, and he seems like a very, very likable guy, and I enjoy listening to him. And I don't know, I dig his channel a lot. I also want to bring to your attention Sydney from Storytime with Sid. I also love her channel. Her voice is lovely, and she has a way with words. To me, she presents herself to be highly intelligent. So I would go check her out. I am tagging you, and the third person that I will tag is, let's see here. Oh, Bandana Book Mom. I like her. She's cute, and she's fun, and she's friendly, and she's a mother, and obviously, right? And I think it's awesome that she's a mom, and that doesn't allow for very much free time. And what free time she has, she not only spends it reading, but she also has developed her own BookTube channel. I think that's awesome. No moss gathers on a rolling stone, right? Yeah, so good job, Bandana Book Mom, for being as active as you are. I certainly enjoy your video content. So if you get a chance, guys, head on over to their channels and keep your eye out for this tag if they choose to do so. And also, let me just tag anybody else who wants to do Olly's original genre-ly speaking tag. So there you have it, friends. I'm going bye-bye now. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. But until my next video, know that I love you. Be well, be good, and be reading. And I haven't said it for a couple of videos, and I noticed, because I'm not saying it, you're not doing it. Drink your water, guys. Drink your water. It's so important. Bye-bye.